Alright. Big Bad Chad is in the house, challenging the Dark Gym. Okay? So, what do I remember from this battle? Nothing! Nothing at all! Who do you lead with, Chad? Let's see. Chad. Well, me. I lead out with my sandwich. He leads out with Spiky. Okay. I remember it a little bit. Alright. So, I'm gonna go for the taunt because I'm like, you're trying to do something fishy. So, no stealth rocks for you. Then I give him a little pardon present. Pardon shots. Out of here. I bring in Gulio to sort of deal with this thing. Goes for a gyro ball. Does pretty much, well, does very little. He withdraws Spiky. I actually went for the Will-O-Wisp here, trying to burn that thing and start trying to get its health to go down. Fortunately, this thing wasn't flash fire, otherwise that could have caused me some sort of problems, right? He eats that. I go back into my sandwich. He actually goes for the flame charge. So I'm like, okay, nice little flame charge, okay. Got your little boost up, little speed up, okay. Speed up. I go for the fake out. I'm like, all right, you're gonna get that, and then you're gonna get some toxic damage. We'll deal with it. He goes for the facade. The facade goes and activates my Agave Berry, and then I give him a little pardon away present as well. So that helps bring the attack down. I bring in Shooter. I'm like, do you know about this thing? Do you know about Shooter? Well, we're gonna find out. So I go for the Earthquake. Dead. Flareon. Dead. Never stood a chance. Not against that type of tower. Moxie Boost activated. So I'm wondering, does he know? Perhaps he does, because he goes into Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan over there would decimate my Mon, honestly. So I bring in Boris. He actually goes for the Mach Punch, trying to take out Shooter, as one would expect, and he reveals that he's Life Orb. Goes for another Mach Punch. Boris is just chilling. I set up some spikes. He goes for another Mach Punch, and then right there, he does this. He activates my berry! Another Goth Berry? Crap. I was supposed to put another berry in it. But I got my next layer of spikes, which was good. Then he goes for the Spore, and then I begin to question why you didn't do that before! Would have been a lot helpful for you, honestly. And then he begins to set up, which is actually kind of scary, as Boris just relaxes and goes to sleep like his name would imply. You have the name of an old man, Boris, and you look like an old man, and you're sleeping like an old man, and you're going to cost us the battle if you don't wake up soon. So, Boris never wakes up. So he's just still snoozing till this day. I bring in my sandwich. So I'm like, okay, gonna go for some fake out. Perhaps just get some residual damage on this thing. Well, not residual damage, just some sort of damage on it, so that perhaps I can bring in something else, I guess. Anyways, I'm expecting him to go for the Mach Punch, but I switch it to Gulio, and now I am gonna try to burn this thing so I can get some sort of help with regards to the swords dances that he has up over there. So he takes out Gulio regardless of the burn, because I think it's at +2, because it was at +4. The burn brings it down to +2. So I bring back my sandwich. So I'm like, I'm gonna go for another fake out, and I am going to let you just whittle away that health. So there's not much else I can really do right now, so I'm just gonna have to eat this Mach Punch to the chin, and my sandwich is gonna go down. But he still has health. Unfortunately, he still has health. So I bring in Greninja. So thankfully, I have a Water Shuriken on this thing. Otherwise, it could have been a disaster, honestly. But anyways, Water Shuriken takes care of Breloom. That was a huge threat. Activates the Bond. And Mega Balls. So now, we'll see what he comes out with. Brings back the Ferrothorn. This is where I get a little lucky. I go for the Dark Pulse, actually fishing for a flinch because that thing walls me like no tomorrow. So I go for another Dark Pulse. Just flinch, fishing. Finally get it. I got the first flinch. Then I got the second Dark Pulse off because of that. And it gives me in a decent spot. So I'm thinking, what am I going to do here now? So think about the mons that he has. So I go for the Crunch. Crunch would be able to help me knock out whatever is left, honestly. So I go for the Crunch, Rocky Helmet, and Iron Barbs get my health a little down. Then Sunburn comes in, and I'm scared for a second. It's like maybe this thing is some sort of scarf. Some sort has wearing some sort of scarf, but it's probably maybe Choice Specs more so than anything else. So it goes down to a Crunch. Shooter's just taking a bite out of everything at this point. As my friend comes in. My friend comes in, and I'm trying to think, maybe this is Focus Sashed? But he goes for the extreme speed, so I'm like, maybe not. Perhaps not. Even if it was, then he's poisoned. It's not going to really help too much. But anyways, extreme speed comes out. Doesn't really stand much of a chance now, does it? It goes down. So then out comes 5 spoons. 5 spoons. The last thing standing the way of this W. But I know that 5 spoons speed is astronomical after it Mega Evolves. So I'm like, this thing's going to probably outspeed. So he traces the Moxie, which is going to play a role actually. But goes outspeeds, gets the Dazzling Gleam off, and down goes Shooter finally. Moxie goes up. Moxie brings up the attack, which allows me to bring in Soul. And Soul is going to actually benefits from that little boost because the attack raised, the foul play goes off. It brings it to an area where one more toxic, I guess, attack. Well, not toxic attack. A little more toxic damage is going to take it down. So, that is the end of the battle. I went for the Protect just to be safe because with my luck, he gets a crit and Soul goes down and then, yeah, it's a disaster. Anyways, yeah, that's the battle. Chad put up a valiant effort. I love the Pikachu edition. I love the name as well. Chad will be back for more Big Bad Chad.